Hello and welcome to another episode of TommyTruths. And today I wanted to talk about gentleness and how it's linked to self-control. Because in Galatians 5, verses 22 to 23, when it lists the fruit of the Spirit, it says, the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. And I think it's interesting that at the end, gentleness and self-control are listed right next to each other, and I don't think that's a coincidence. I think we can tend to think of the fruit of the Spirit as kind of these disjointed individual fruits that just aren't connected in any way, and so we're like, maybe I'll be loving on Monday and then joyful on Tuesday, and maybe I'll practice a bit of gentleness on Friday, and then on Saturday I'll do self-control. And it actually doesn't really work like that, because it says, the fruit of the Spirit is supposed to all come as essentially one fruit, but these are just the different aspects of it. And so, when it says gentleness and self-control, I think there's particularly supposed to be something that it's supposed to indicate is that they're very much related. And we see this in Proverbs 15, verse 1, which says, "A gentle word turns away anger, but a harsh word stirs up anger." And so, I think that's very profound, because it's like, anger is linked to our lack of self-control. And I found, when you approach anger by yelling at someone who's angry or by being harsh, you actually make them more angry. So the solution to, when someone is angry is not to go, "Stop being angry," is obviously that doesn't work. But it's actually gentleness. It says a gentle word turns away anger. And in other words, gentleness leads to self-control. It leads to a controlling of that person's angry passions. And so, and I've seen this, that, when someone's very angry and then someone else shows, just is very calm and gentle and tender and has humility as well and kindness, it just really changes the dynamic, and can often cause that person to calm down quite a bit. And so, I would say gentleness clearly leads to self-control. We can see that in that verse. And but ultimately, I think we need to remember that gentleness is a fruit of God's Spirit. It's not something that we can cultivate by just trying harder to be gentle. It's like we really need God's help to be gentle. And we see how God is actually the origin of gentleness. In Matthew chapter 11, verse 29, it says, Jesus says, "I'm gentle and lowly in heart." And so, that's where we find our gentleness. It's in Jesus, and we can see that in how he interacted with the people. Although he is God and he has all authority and power, he did not abuse that authority and power, but he came to earth. He took on human flesh. He became vulnerable in a lot of the ways that we're vulnerable, and he something happened with that, but he died on the cross for us. He sacrificed his own life, and so we see Jesus as the pinnacle of humility and gentleness. So we can learn a lot from seeing Jesus, but then allowing his gentleness to work through us. Then we can show gentleness to others, and we can see hearts transformed in becoming more self-controlled and more gentle. And so, I hope this episode encouraged you, and I'll see you next time.